Hi everyone, this is Amy Glassett with LuLaRoe, Amy Glassett, and I'm back for another YouTube video. Today I kind of wanted to talk about going with the flow of things. I've talked about why it's important to have a why. I talked about the emotional ups and downs while you're in the queue. I've talked about things you're supposed to be doing while you're in the queue. So I've talked about a bunch of different things. But I kind of wanted to go over just being able and capable of going with the flow. And I'm going to give you a really good example right now. So, as I've stated in I think all my other videos, but if this is your first one, I'll state it again. I have been in the queue since October 8th of 2016. It's been a long time. It's been a really long time. By the end of all of this, I will have been in the queue between 5 and 6 months. Yeah, 5 to 6 months in the queue. And that's okay. Usually the wait is between 6 to 8 weeks, and I did get my call around Thanksgiving time, and I had to defer it to February, and this is where I'm kind of going to get to the whole being able to go with the flow and figuring out what's best for you kind of a thing. So my plan has always been to use our tax returns as my initial investment into LuLaRoe. And I have been filing my family's taxes since we've been married, and we file them literally the day that we get the W-2s. Because that will guarantee that we would get our funds within the first 2 weeks of February. Well, found out on Saturday, which I filed my taxes on Saturday, really excited, but I found out that the IRS has made this new rule kind of a thing where if you are qualified for earned income credit, then they cannot release your funds to you until after the 15th of February. And that kind of put a damper in all the situations because not only that, they're but don't expect anything until the week of the 27th of February. So I went from getting my funds on February 3rd of this year to now after the 27th. And I had scheduled my onboarding call to happen on February 17th. And they're going to call me and I'm going to have to defer it again. And it sucks big time. Not gonna lie, it does. But one thing that I've learned while being in the queue, and something that I think will really benefit me when I onboard and I start selling, is I can plan and plan and plan and plan, because that's what I am. I'm a planner. And sorry for all of these. I was trying out Lip Sense colors on my hands last night, and I need to get them off. I'm a planner. I plan everything. And so I had everything set down to the day. I had a tentative launch week scheduled. If you watched my last video about time management, you saw my calendar. I plan everything. And all of that's gone out the window. And I'm okay because I'm able to go with the flow. And that's really important to be able to do in LuLaRoe because it's a growing company. It's still a baby company. It's still a baby. It might seem huge, but it's still a baby company. It's 3 years old. I think it'll be 4 years this April. So it's still a baby company and they're still growing and there are growing pains. Not gonna lie. I'm sure most people have heard of the great TC legging drought of 2016. Last year in the fall, between September and December-ish, there was a huge TC drought. There was none. They didn't anticipate the growth of the company. And so they weren't getting TCs coming into the warehouse enough to supply their consultants, or actually we're called retailers now. They didn't get enough to be able to do that. And so there was a TC drought. It was hard to get TCs, and they had to put a limit on the amount of TCs that people could get. And people had to go with the flow. Like I said, it's a baby company. And there are going to be growing pains. They're coming out with a new system to I don't think invoice, but to take payments. and stuff like that. So they're coming out with like a card reader and stuff like that. Like they're trying to make things better for us, but you have to kind of go with the flow because things are going to change. I think since I've been in the queue, they switched from what was Audrey to Build and Bless. Like I think that happened either right before I got in the queue or like right after. So it went from Audrey to Build and Bless to now they're coming out with a new system for payments. Like it's changed. The onboarding package changes all the time. Since I've been in the queue, and like I said, I've been in for a little bit longer than most. It's changed 5 times, the onboarding package. 5 times. And that's okay. I know that they have my best interest at heart and they're going to give me what they feel is the best for me to start my business. So be ready for those curveballs and be ready to kind of go with the flow and figure it out. Because that's going to help you in the long run. It's going to help you in the queue when you're trying to figure things out when they change the onboarding package and you're like, I really was expecting this and I've done all this stuff and I was really, really expecting it. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. It's going to be okay. When you start selling and you feel like things are not going your way and you have to change things up in your own business and you have to change the way that you do things, be ready to go with the flow. Don't be stuck doing the same thing to get the same results. Because if they're not good results and you keep doing the same thing, they're not going to be good results. And you need to change things to better yourself and to better your company. And LuLaRoe that's what they're doing. They're seeing a problem, and instead of doing the same thing over and over and over again to get the same results, they're tweaking things as they go so that they can get a better result for us. And we have to be willing to go with the flow for them to be able to do that. So that's kind of what I wanted this video to be on, just being able to go with the flow. So thank you for watching. And if you liked this video, if you found it useful in any way, shape, or form, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I was saying before that I'm going to be onboarding February 17th, but that's out the window. I don't know when I'm onboarding. I'm guessing end of February, beginning of March is when I'm going to onboard. I feel like it's a baby now. Like, you never tell somebody your due date because you always go overdue. Always. So you never tell people your due date, and I made that mistake. I told people my due date, and now I'm paying for it. So go with the flow. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.